What's going on, guys? Welcome to the new channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're from the old channel, welcome as well. What we're going to be doing with this channel is giving me an opportunity to expand and really teach you guys a lot of what I've learned from being around Fearless and Brian for so many years. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity to go out on my own and really give you guys information that you guys are going to eat up and also see great results from. So very fortunate that's here. So stay tuned for all the content that's coming. We got a lot of good stuff coming for you guys, man. I can't wait to see how you guys transform as a result of it. So anyways, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the first video on flow state, and I'll catch you in next week's video. Peace. Today we're talking about flow state, and I got an exercise for you guys to get into flow state. It's very low tension so that you guys can have a chance to experience flow state, because we all know when you're in flow state, everything becomes easy. Social interactions become easy. Talking to girls becomes easy. Being open and free feels really good, right? So stay to the end of the video. I'm going to give you guys the exercise that I would do if I was trying to reach flow state. Now, before we go into that, let's talk about flow state a little bit. Now, flow state is a very beautiful thing. When you're in it, you can get so much more done. Think about flow state in the sense of work. Maybe you do what you love. Maybe you do something that you're really turned on for. Maybe you're a writer, right? And you get into these flow states where you're just writing and ideas are coming to you and you're getting them down and you're really turned on and really excited for it, right? Let's think about it. Let's say if you're in the gym and you're a bodybuilder, or you're just somebody who likes to go to the gym, or even a guy who doesn't like to go to the gym, even better, right? Because you guys will really understand what it means to be in flow state, because that's a contrast from not liking being at the gym or feeling like you're gonna have to, right? Feeling forced to have to go exercise, do all this stuff, versus wanting to be there in the gym, getting in the flow state, killing it, loving each pump, really just enjoying your session, right? Now, flow state, what's required to get in the flow state? Well, there's always a level of tension or tension barrier you have to cross or overcome in order to put yourself in that flow state. So when you guys, let's say, go to the gym, you use that for an example. Maybe it's doing your first set of exercises. Maybe you're looking at this machine and you're like, fuck, I really don't want to do this today. And then you start doing it. You start doing your first set, right? And then you start doing your second set, and then you get to your third set, and then you're done with your whole routine for that particular exercise. All of a sudden, how much more confident do you start to feel that you got that done? You're like, yeah, finally I got it done, got it knocked out. Then all of a sudden you start feeling like you can take on more. You want to do more exercises, right? The juices are flowing, the energy's flowing. No different than when you're doing approaching. When you're going out and let's say you got to get your first stop in, right? Or you got to go out and do some highs, and getting your first high is the most challenging one. So maybe you're doing them small, you're doing them meek, you're not really showing up fully. And that's the whole have to mentality, right? Let's say maybe you get your third or your fourth one in, and then you're working your way to 10. Again, this is if you're doing like 100 or something, right? Or whatever you set out for yourself. Just notice how much more easy they become as you're doing them, right? And as they become more easier as you're doing them, you're actually wanting to do more of them. And because you're wanting to do more of them, you do more leisurely, right? You don't feel like you're gonna have to. You don't feel like it's pulling teeth. It feels like, yeah, I actually want to do this. And before you know it, let's say you've stopped doing your high exercise or your commitment for the day. You're just walking the streets. You're walking back to your car, whatever, right? Going back to work. You're just saying hi to people because it feels good. You feel free, you feel loose. That barrier is not there anymore. That emotional barrier is not there anymore. The stories are not coming up anymore, right? It's just action, action, action. So that's what the flow state is like. Once you're in that flow state, there's nothing that you can do wrong. Everything gets done efficiently, and you're also enjoying it very much. Now, when you're at a bar, let's say, and you go out and you're having trouble getting grounded, or even talking to a person or a group of people, right, that feels very daunting and scary, and you're like, fuck, I don't want to say anything to anybody. I don't even want to be here, right? And then let's say you relax a little bit, then you get your first high, right? Somebody says hi to you, they open you up a little bit, then you start talking to people, you talk to a girl, then you talk to two girls, and let's say you talk to a group of people. Notice how all of a sudden it doesn't feel like you're lifting weights anymore, right? Everything just feels like it's flowing. It's really easy. What also happens is everything starts to get more clear. The chaos in your head that you had before you did all this stuff starts to just drop, and you become more clear-headed, clear-minded. You can see everything. You can see girls looking at you from across the room. You can see guys wanting to chat with you, or at least look in your direction. Guy might say what's up to you. You catch it, like, what's up, bro? Right? You're just in flow state. And the more you go into that, all of a sudden you notice yourself saying more bold, ballsy things, right? Or maybe not, or maybe you're just talking to more people, right? Maybe you're flirting a little more. You're giving a little more eye contact than you normally give because you're feeling free. That's flow state. And if we can get you guys in a flow state when it comes to doing your exercises or going out, period, you'll love going out. You'll love the idea of meeting women, because when it's easy, it's fun. It's not supposed to feel like it's pulling teeth, but sometimes it does. And we got to figure out how to compensate for that. How do we work with it when it feels like pulling teeth? And we'll talk about that in the second half of this video, right? But just know that flow state is the state you want to be in when you're going out. And you can always hit flow state if you're willing to put yourself in a little bit of tension. Now, onto this piece, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit like and subscribe. There's a ton of videos that we've shot in order to help you guys become more confident versions of yourself, more solid versions of yourself. Guys who are just showing up and going for the lives that they want. Naturally, when you feel more confident, you feel like you want to go for the things you want in life. You feel like you want to go for the women that you want. You feel like you want to go for the money that you want. You feel like you want to go for the job, the career that you want. Because you feel confident, you feel more entitled to having those things. And we want to help you guys get there, right? I've been on that journey. I know what it's like. And it's a beautiful journey, but it could also be very challenging too. So anyways, that's what we're here to do, is support you guys and help you guys get there a lot faster. On to the exercise that I would do if I was in that state of, let's say I'm having a very rough morning or rough day and I want to get snapped out of it and I want to get in the flow state. But it's very hard. Like, it's hard to say hi to the first person. It's hard to get the first stop in, right? Especially when you're dealing with strangers. What I would do is I would go to grocery stores. I would go to clothing stores. I would go to stores. Why? Well, because people are paid to be there, right? So you almost always have a captive audience, and you can make it very, very, very low tension for yourself. Maybe you go into a clothing store and you ask the clerk, where is this at? Where is this in the store? Which they don't mind answering, right? So it's kind of akin to doing a indirect opener, asking questions that people don't mind answering. What it's all about is this. It's about you getting your nervous system comfortable and relaxed enough so that it can start to enjoy talking to people and meeting people. All you're doing is getting your nervous system relaxed so that you can start to enjoy talking to people and being around people more. If you have fear or you're bound up, a lot of the times is you're having fear or you're not reminded that people are actually easy to talk to once you're in a flow state. Now, let's say you're starting your day and, let's say yesterday you killed it. You went out, you killed it, you talked to everybody wanted to talk to you. You were just a man. And then you wake up the next morning and then you're in this like, man, what happened last night? It was so easy, but today it's so difficult to do it today. I don't understand why. Well, think about this. Your stories. You've had these stories for years, right? People are hard to talk to. People don't want to talk to you. You're bothering people. These stories have been with you for years. You're only now starting to turn that leaf where you're starting to have more reference experiences that say or that show you that people actually do want to talk to you. People do want to be approached by you. People do like you. So think about this. You're combating years of looking at life one way versus, let's say, a few months or however long you've been going out doing these exercises of doing it this way. It takes time for that idea to kick in the back door. When you're like, oh, people don't want to talk to me, I'm bothering people, you'll have this little thought in the back that's like, oh, well, actually, now people do like talking to me. I remember I talked to this girl the other day. She really enjoyed me. She gave me her number. We're supposed to be going out, or at least we're texting right now. Something to that effect, right? I've had really good experiences with stopping people. That starts to seep in more and more and more. And then eventually what happens is, through repetition, that starts to be the louder voice. And it starts to come in a lot quicker like that, right? As soon as that other voice comes in, you're like, no, that's actually not true. So when that voice starts to show up, people don't like me, people don't want to talk to me, I'm bothering people, that other voice will show up like that, boom, and it'll just be the constant louder voice over time. That's what it does for me. I was in you guys' boat, and sometimes I am still in that boat. Sometimes I do have those thoughts, and I'll notice immediately. I'll have an image in my head of the last time I talked to a girl, the last time I had a really good approach, the last time I stopped store clerks, the last time I did anything that went really well. And that starts to become the dominant image in your head versus the times where it didn't go well, which is what a lot of us are actually replaying in our heads. So anyways, guys, go talk to store clerks. Ask them for directions to certain places in the store, right? Where's the men's department? Where do I find this at, right? Slowly start to build up, right? How's your day going? You guys having a busy day? Things like that. Stick and move. You don't have to be there for a very long time. I just want you guys to get enough of those in so that you guys start to loosen up and you guys start to break the rigidity up. Again, that's why we do very low tension stuff. Slowly ramp your way up, slowly ramp your way up, slowly ramp your way up. You guys notice as you guys start to get more free, start to get more loose and more relaxed, that naturally you'll start to ask more questions and get more curious about the person. And before you know it, you'll be in flow state. Before you know it, you'll just be talking to all the clerks in the store, right? Being a little bit bigger energy, a little more. The word I'm looking for here is gregarious, right? In your energy. And then you'll start to notice that people will also want to talk to you a little bit more because you're so free. So I hope that little exercise helps you guys. Go to stores, go to Target, go to Walmart. You know, if you're in Europe somewhere, go to a supermarket there, a clothing store, it doesn't matter where it is. Use this to your advantage, right? It's very easy to do, but also very easy not to do because it's so easy to do that people would definitely overthink it and be like, oh, that's not gonna work. Until you tried it, you can't really say that, right? And once you tried it, I know you guys will see results. Get yourselves in a flow state, and once you're in the flow state, start to go outside the stores and start to talk to strangers, right? Give some highs, give some indirect questions. Do you know where Starbucks is? Do you know where McDonald's is? Every country's got a McDonald's. All right, go and ask those kind of questions so that you guys can start to get more confident around just talking to strangers who are not employees. And then wrap your way up to doing that with more attractive girls. Do you guys know where Starbucks is? McDonald's. Get free in that and then start flowing. And then you can start flirting. Then you can start giving compliments. All right, hope this video helped you guys. If you guys want to learn more about being in the flow state, Byron's got a great video if you go back a couple weeks. It's called How to Harness Flow State and Accomplish the Impossible. Such a great video on flow state. Such a great video on flow state. Go back, check it out, combine it with this video, go out there and kill it, guys. Anyways, we love shooting these for you. We'll see you next week. And remember, only the confident really live. Peace.